Hi everyone, welcome to another episode of Star Wars Out of the Box with me, Dill Streep. This isn't really working. If this is your first episode, welcome. Each week I'm going to be looking at an old piece of Star Wars history of mine. There'll be toys, books, and memorabilia. I'll discuss them, their place within Star Wars, and what they mean to me. This week's episode is partly inspired by user Kier, who said, "Please do more Micro Machines videos. Great stuff." Well, unfortunately, I've already reviewed all of the Star Wars Micro Machines that I own, but I thought now would be a good time to do a quick recap of all the vehicles you could acquire if you owned all of these sets. If you like these videos, please do give them a look, subscribe, and hit that bell for notifications so you never miss an upload. But for now, let's take a look at the fleet I've built over the years. So, these are all the ships and vehicles that I've acquired with all these various Micro Machines transforming playsets. I have put them in an order from worst to best, in a very vague ranking scale. Feel free to disagree with pretty much everything I say. However, I would be surprised if from this lot of vehicles, somebody put the twin-pod Cloud car from Cloud City anywhere higher than right at the bottom. It's a decent replica of the ship, but what a boring ship it is. And what makes it worse is that it comes in one of the best transforming playsets, Boba Fett / Cloud City. Next up is an early controversial one for me. I don't dislike the AT-AT in general, but this one that comes with the Rebel Pilot / Hoth playset has its legs permanently bound by harpoon and tow cables. It also has a little peg on the front that acts as a hinge, and a peg sticking out the foot, which makes it impossible to stand without a big blob of press stick. Not ideal. What it does have going for it is the movable neck, and the fact that within its set, it does carry out the kinetic action of the Battle of Hoth. Number 3 on the list is the TIE Interceptor. It comes from one of my least favorite sets. It's not a ship that I really think of when I think of the original trilogy, which is where all of these vehicles come from, as these sets are all from that era. The plastic molding on it isn't great either. As you can see, the blades kind of bend and warp. Just an all-round average ship. Another controversy, the Y-Wing. You may wonder how it's so low on the roster, and I really blame the editors of the original Star Wars for that. I have a feeling they were meant to be up there and as iconic as the X-Wings, but a lot of their battle was cut short, and all we really saw was them dropping like flies in the Death Star trench run. Star Wars Rebels has done its bit to correct this, but it's a little too late if you ask me. Next we have Jabba's sail barge, probably the biggest discrepancy in ship to human ratio. But I do love the sail barge, and it comes with one of my favorite sets, the R2-D2 / Jabba's Palace transforming playset. If you get in close, you can see that there's amazing detail on the sail barge, and it just reminds me of some of the best scenes in Return of the Jedi. Speaking of great detail, next up is the AT-ST from the Chewbacca / Endor transforming playset. The AT-STs, or chicken walkers, were a great addition to the Empire's fleet, and made for a really fun part of the climax of Return of the Jedi. I could put it higher because of this clip from Red Letter Media.
AT-STs! AT-STs!
That plays in my head almost every day.
AT-STs!
But unfortunately it's knocked back down by this ridiculous Tarzan-esque yell that Chewbacca does while swinging to the roof of one. Next up is the Snowspeeder. Great reliable little ship. It can go out on reconnaissance missions. It can help take down giant robot ungulates sent by the Empire. Plus, when you're on the road, who doesn't want their best bud literally sitting back to back with them for the journey? Next up we have a twofer. It's 2 X-Wings for the price of one. One from Darth Vader's lightsaber / Death Star trench run transforming playset, and the other from the TIE Pilot / Imperial Academy transforming playset. You might say that's too low down on the roster for such an iconic ship, but you'll just have to wait to see why. The difference between these two particular X-Wings is that one has its S-foils at ease, while the others are locked in attack position, outside of this one that's kinda just gone all droopy and doesn't want to straighten. Then I've got Luke's T-16 Skyhopper. This ship, a model of which Luke plays with in his bedroom, sits outside his window. We never really see him go out and bullseye womp rats in it. I think it might have been difficult to get on his side as the hero of the story if that was the first thing we saw him doing. The ship also reminds me of the first stage of Star Wars Rebel Assault, one of the best Star Wars games in my opinion. 2 positions up the leaderboard we have another X-Wing, this time covered in swamp muck. This is a model of Luke's X-Wing after he's crash landed on Dagobah. The reason it's higher up than the regular X-Wings is that this X-Wing came with a wonderful lesson of try not, do, or do not. There is no try. As well as many other of Yoda's teachings. Certainly some of the less action-packed moments in Star Wars, but also the most powerful. Alright, we're in top 5 territory now, and it's the Emperor's Shuttle. I mentioned this in my Royal Guard transforming playset video, but the wings on this one move so that it can look good in flight mode or landing. The ship in general is really awesome. It brings the gravitas of the Emperor himself to the Death Star 2, prompting that one general to declare, "We shall double our efforts. We shall double our efforts.
We shall double our efforts.
We shall double our efforts.
We shall double our efforts.
We shall double our efforts.
We shall double our efforts.
We shall double our efforts."
We shall double our efforts.
It's very hard to say that line as quickly and as clearly as he does. We shall double our efforts. And just before we head into the top 3, Darth Vader's modified TIE Fighter. TIE Fighters are already cool anyway, and the fact that Vader's had it modified, making it one of a kind, just pushes it over the top. If only you could see to those faulty stabilizers.
What?
So we're officially in the top 3, and number 3 goes to, this might shock some of you, the speeder bike. There's no doubt in my mind that the reason that the speeder bike is so flippin' cool is the fact that it looks like it could exist happily in our world. People often complain that we never got hoverboards. I say, where are the speeder bikes? I mean, whizzing through the forest of Endor, that's basically taking your BMX to the forest behind the library near your house, right? And number 2, and this will probably give away number 1, it's the Slave One. What an awesome ship. Not sure there's much I can say about it that I haven't said already in previous videos, but it does have a lot going for it. It's driven by Boba Fett. It flies standing up and lands on its side. The flaps move simultaneously. It looks great, but most of all, it drops seismic charges. So cool. Well, that brings us to number 1, and I'm sure there's no surprise here. It's a bit of a boring answer, but it is the Millennium Falcon. This YT-1300 light freighter is everything that's good about Star Wars. It's familiar but otherworldly. It's technologically advanced but gritty and lived in. It's the vessel that carries our heroes from place to place on their journey, and I just love it. I loved it when I first saw it in the films as a young child, when I was first bought this set by my parents, when I first rebought this set as a young adult on eBay because I stupidly sold or gave away my old toys, and I love it just as much today. So those are all my Star Wars Micro Machines ships or vehicles that I've collected over the years, and the order in which I rank them. Feel free to throw down your order of these ships in the comments below. I'd be very interested to see. As always, I've prepared a little something special for the end of this video. Enjoy! Okay, so I'm doing something that I've wanted to do for a very long time, and that is play Micro Machines on a Sega emulator. Now, I know it's not Star Wars, but I've been speaking about Star Wars Micro Machines for months now, and I'm giving myself this one lenience. So here we go. 1 player. I always used to choose Ace. Joel looks pretty fun. What a punk. His shirt says yuck. The boats. I don't know my keys. Okay, no keys, so that's no good. Yeah, he's gonna win pretty quickly if I don't figure out the keys. Oh, I got it. Ho ho ho! Suddenly the tables have turned, my friend. Oh, why am I so much faster than him? I had to take these corners. Take the inside lane. I mean, I don't watch a lot of Formula 1, but I think that is how you go faster than the other guy. I like that the walls in this don't seem to actually affect you. Okay, so this is the Micro Machines where you have a number of colored dots, and each time you get out of the screen ahead of the other guy, you gain a dot, almost like a tug of war, and then by the time the laps are over, you win or lose. Yes! Joel. Yuck. Okay, so I haven't accelerated, but I haven't figured out what my stop is yet. Fruit Loops! Oh, these ones don't bounce you around like the bubbles. Man, how fun. Don't go in the jam. It slows you down. Obviously. Oh, these laps are so small. I might have to play Micro Machines 2 as well. Come on. No, the jam! Fool me once, shame on me. Drive through jam twice. I lose a point. Oh, I just forgot which one I was. I'm the Sith in this game, with my red car. Oh my gosh, please stop going through the jam. And off the table. I can't believe I'm gonna lose the second round. Nope. I ran out of little dots. Try change which hands I'm using on the keys here. I've got hand crossover happening. That's what the problem is. Okay, now, don't drive into the jam. Amazing how... Oh, you can't hit an orange either. Amazing how lessons can be learnt. Oh, and the jam! This jam will be the death of me. That's a clever way to stop. Right in front of the dude. Not the jam! Which way around is he going that he never hits jam? If I don't win this, I will be playing Micro Machines 2. That is a promise. That is an Star Wars out of the box guarantee. Absolutely crushing it. Yes, come on, I'm so far ahead. Yes! And now he knows what he's dealing with. I've gone around an orange. I'm a nightmare. How did I do that? I thought you had to vaguely stay inside the track. The jam will say... What? Okay, last lap and we're on even dots. It's everything to play for. I just need to come in first, really. No jam, no jam, no jam. No off the table. No orange! Oh, the bloody orange. Okay, I did think that was the last lap. Considering that big 0 there. Okay, don't hit the orange. That's all I needed to do. Okay, explain to me how he won that. Cool, so that's Micro Machines 1. Let's try Micro Machines 2. Challenge, head-to-head, Super League. I feel like Super League sounds fun. I'm gonna be Spider this time. Change name, no ways. Tiny Treehouse. Sounds like it. Oh my gosh, it's so much faster! This is the best. The Sega people must have got notes for a race. There's absolutely no way that I'm gonna win this. Ay ay ay. Oh good, you can't go over those either. Why am I so bouncy? I can't include this, surely. Okay, there's my handbrake, so that's good. Well, I came in 4th. Sweet. I can show you more stuff, even though I'm doing so badly. Whoa, they all know the course. That's not fair. Okay, that is cool. Nope. Don't hit objects. Don't fall in the water. It's so simple when you think about it. How did I ever play this? See, I think that this game, much like Pod Racer, you might remember I played Pod Racer at one stage. I think it was in the episode where I was reviewing my Micro Machines Pod Racers. I decided that the only reason that game was fun was when you were playing against a friend. And both of you were pretty useless. I'm gonna get lapped. The great Micro Machines embarrassment. Is that an upside down rake? Love the details. When was that place that I just rode straight off? Let's remember to skid. Oh, there it was. Oh, I've been lapped. It's a disaster. Oh, no. Oh, it's so poor. And I've come 4th. Try and find this game out there and tell me that you've done better. I'd like to know that people have done better than I have. What's next? Rim Runners. Well, that sounds fun. Oh, these are going to be too fast. Oh, I can't do anything. That's a joke. What am I on? Maybe that can be what's fun about this. I must be on like a record. Oh, you can't go on the inside either. I'm on a toilet seat. That is the worst toilet bathroom flooring I've ever seen. I didn't even make one lap. Chainsaw chase. Cool. Just assume that I had to turn there. There's gotta be an easy switch somewhere. People who watched my... Oh, cool, a chainsaw. People who watched my TIE Fighter video will remember how terrible I was at it. This is definitely taking pole position as a game I'm not good at. Okay. I don't want to just complain... Oh, I lapped again. I don't want to just complain about everything here. But they do make the course too narrow and the cars too fast. I liked it when I was those speedboats and I seemed to have a leg up against that guy at all times and the walls were soft bubbles. 4th place. Okay, so that's 4 races I've come in 4th. Do you want to race again? No, definitely not. Okay, let's do a 1-player. Just a challenge. Maybe the problem was I didn't change my name. Yes, I'd like to change my name. I'd like to change it to... lame. Okay, wait, I'm faster than that guy. Okay, this feels... Maybe I shouldn't have done Super League. 1 win in Micro Machines 1 against a speedboat and everyone's getting delusions of grandeur. I lapped someone! I'm the greatest racer to ever live. Eat dust, Walter. Man, I really wanted to change my name to Dill Dazdo. What? This is so difficult. Everyone who's watching this is going to say, use your handbrake. I know that I have to use my handbrake. I just don't want to. Actually, wait, the handbrake idea is actually quite good. Oh, I hit a drill bit. Oh! Hairpin turns. Has anyone ever been better than me at this game? I think not. Stop it! Hubris. I flew too close to the drill bit. Coming in 3rd, is that going to mean I don't qualify? I failed to qualify. Alright, well, that was a lot of fun. A little bit of nostalgia. Oh, it's a shame. I would say that I suggest getting a couple mates around and all cramming onto one little keyboard and playing, because that probably would be a lot more fun. But it was a good trip down memory lane, albeit a really tiny, thin memory lane with too many obstacles. See you next time. Thank you so much for watching another episode of Star Wars Out of the Box with me, Dill Streep. If you did enjoy it, please give it a look, subscribe, and hit that bell for notifications. And maybe tell a friend about this channel if you think they'd like it too. Until next time, goodbye. Another controversy, the Y-Wing. Why is... But a lot of their battle was cut short and it genuinely just stepped on a Lego. Is the fact that it looks like it could exist in our world, okay?